Hey, 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 what's good, my paranormal soldiers? It has been a long time since I've done a video for you guys, and I apologize for that. I am still sick, not as sick, but I am getting better, and I hope to get some good results this Thursday. So, happy Christmas Eve to everybody, and Merry Christmas to everybody tomorrow. Let me know in the comments how you're doing. Let me know how your Thanksgiving was, what you ate. How's your Christmas holiday going? Are your kids driving you fucking nuts? Are you on break from work? What are you doing? Let me know. What are you getting for Christmas? Let me know. I'm going to show you guys at the end of the video one thing that I got for Christmas already. So, anyway, guys, it's nice to be back. So, my video today is going to be on something I've never done before, or someone or someone's I've never done before. It is going to be on Twin Paranormal. Yep, Twin Paranormal. I was inboxed a couple of days ago and told, "Hey, Angelina, Twin Paranormal is at Stone Mansion. We saw you there in 2021. And their story they're telling about the history and the paranormal stuff going on there is bullshit. You got to watch it. Please let us know if they're full of shit." So I was like, okay, I watched it. And I've never watched a Twin Paranormal video. I have seen them in some of the debunkers videos and what the debunkers say about them, but I've never went and sat down and watched one of their videos fully. Never. So I decided to watch this one because we did go to Stone Mansion in Indiana back on September 25th, 2021. We were part of the world's largest ghost hunt. And what an experience that was. So, of course, I wanted to watch and see what are they saying about the history? What are they saying about the hauntings? Are they lying? Are they not lying? Well, I found out if they were lying or not. So, were they lying? I don't know. Were they not lying? I don't know. Actually, I do know something, and you'll know closer to the end of the video. Check out what Twin Paranormal is about to say in their opening about Stone Mansion. And then I will come in and let you guys know if it is true or not. Okay? That's how we're going to do this. So let's get started.
It is a fact that there was a little girl who was buried between the walls down in the basement, who has been seen by many people who come to visit this place.
Number one, it is not a fact that Wendy was a little girl who lived there and was unalived by her uncle and buried somewhere in the basement. That is not a fact.
Stone Mansion had an undercurrent of tension and mystery. Assail Stone was a man of secrets, and his reputation, while initially untarnished, grew more complicated as time had passed. He was known to be a hard and demanding figure, not only in his business dealings but also in his personal life. Locals would speak of his harsh treatments of servants and his domineering presence in the household. This would create an atmosphere of fear and unease. It wasn't long until whispers of strange happenings had started to circulate, with some saying that the mansion was actually built on ancient burial grounds, or that its grandeur was tainted with the bloodshed of hidden crimes. This would set the stage for what has become one of Indiana's most haunted locations.
I never heard of Ashel treating his servants harsh. Matter of fact, when we asked the tour guide about servants, if he did have servants, we were told that Mr. Stone lived there, his wife Lydia, and John, and that was it. Nobody else lived there. We were also told that Mr. Stone didn't like to have people at his house. He didn't want to have servants. He didn't want anyone in his house. That's what we were told during the tour. And as far as the mansion being built on an ancient burial ground, we were told that that's not true and that they even had those machines that go over the ground to detect bodies and stuff. We were told that is just a made up story. We were not told about any hidden crimes. We were not told about any crimes at all. Yes, Mr. Stone was wealthy. Mr. Stone was so wealthy that He built catalog homes on the side of Stone Mansion so his workers had a place to live and he could watch them. Yeah, crazy, right? Back in the day, you could buy a fucking house out of a catalog. What? Now you just buy them off Amazon. But anyway, he was a very, very influential man in a town. He owned a lot of shit. Let's just say that. Total narcissist. Read the story about Ashel Stone and you'll find out. We never heard that Ashel was a man of secrets and that his reputation was tarnished or bad, or we didn't hear anything bad about Ashel at all during our tour. So I'm not sure if the new tour guide told them that or if they're just kind of embellishing the story a little bit. I don't know.
The first major tragedy associated with the mansion actually occurred in the late 1800s, when the young daughter of one of the household staff, a little girl named Wendy, actually vanished without a trace. Wendy, known for her curiosity and playful nature, often wandered the estate's large grounds, until on one fateful day when she disappeared.
The rumor is that either she was hit and killed by the train that ran through the property, or her uncle beat her to death.
And to make matters even worse, it is believed that her body was actually buried somewhere in the basement by the family to avoid a scandal.
This is one of the places where Wendy says she's buried.
Although no proof of foul play was actually found, her disappearance has become a part of the mansion's dark history. It wouldn't take long before people had started to whisper that Wendy's spirit had never left, and that she continues to haunt the house in search of justice or a peaceful resting place. In some way, it is actually said that the Stone Mansion was possibly cursed by her fate.
In 2021, when we were there, the story that we were told about Wendy was she was a young girl there with her uncle. Yep, they said with her uncle. They didn't give us a name, but they told us that Wendy died of pneumonia and died in Lydia's room. She was staying in Lydia's room. No, Lydia wasn't living there, and her brother and Ashel, none of them were living there. That's what we were told. But again, there's no proof that that even happened. There's no proof at all of a man living there with a young girl named Wendy. The story was given to the tour guides there or the owner, supposedly by a neighbor who told them the story about Wendy. I'm trying to figure out how old is this neighbor that told him the fucking story about Wendy? Because apparently Wendy was back in like the 1800s, early 1900s. How would this neighbor know? Unless they're like very, very, very fucking old. But anyway, they did not make up that story. That story has been told in the last couple of years to numerous people as they are there to investigate and they're there on their tour. So, no, Twin Paranormal did not make up the story about Wendy being unalived and buried somewhere in the basement. The only thing we were told as far as anyone dying in the home was that Lydia's brother had a heart attack and died upstairs on the third floor. And I see that that story is also changing too. So that's what we were told 3 years ago, way prior to this episode of Twin Paranormal going. So again, all I'm trying to do is say, hey, Twin Paranormal is not lying. They're going based off what they were told. And I'm just here to say, hey, the story has changed. We were told this 3 years ago. So X, Y, and Z. Twin Paranormal's not lying.
There are other entities that are said to haunt the Stone Mansion, and one of the most frequently reported is the apparition of the General himself. He is often seen watching over the rooms with a stern or almost commanding presence, almost as if he is a silent observer of the events that are unfolding around him. But he isn't the only one with a commanding presence. Recently, an entity has been seen standing at the bottom of the basement stairs.
My daughter sees the man right here.
This entity is described to be a tall, dark shadow figure who sits there tapping on the walls.
She says that half of his face is burnt.
Some people who have visited the Stone Mansion have described feeling a darker or more malevolent presence. It is most commonly thought that this could be the entity with the burnt face, or possibly even the General himself.
I do not remember them telling us there was anything malevolent there or that General Stone was walking around creeping up on people, haunting the hallways, tapping on the wood or whatever. What they did tell us was that there were sightings from the people who live in the houses on the side of the stone mansion, um, of somebody short walking back and forth with a candle in Mr. Stone's room. That's what we heard. We never heard nothing about somebody with a burning face, but I don't think they would have told that because it sounded like the lady was saying her daughter. So maybe her daughter has some kind of abilities. I don't know. But definitely didn't see any of that. So I really did enjoy their video. They're very funny. Like, check out this one thing. Hold on, check it out.
Touch. That maybe these spirits have been here because this is not the original house that sat right here in this spot.
Right. Wendy, is there anything you can tell us that confirms it's you?
Chris.
I literally just asked.
Hemorrhoid.
What? Hemorrhoid?
Hemorrhoid.
Shut the I should retire.
Haunted house.
Haunt house. A hemorrhoid haunts the house.
Jacob.
Jacob has a hemorrhoid and haunts this house. What? He hemorrhoid.
That shit was funny. Hemorrhoids. Hemorrhoid. So I see why people think they fake. And I'm not saying they don't fake, and I'm not saying they do fake. I see just by watching this video that these YouTube videos, that's their job. It's their life. It's what they decided to do as a career, and they do a lot of it. I do see some embellishment, like some oh my god, oh what the fuck? Oh my god, I'm shaking. I see that. But is it embellishment? I don't know. I can't say it is. I can't say it's not. I know that sometimes I get excited and I'm like, oh, did you fucking hear that? Like, what was that? Oh my god. I get a little creeped out and whatever, but to me, I again, I haven't seen them fake anything, so I'm gonna continue to check out some more of their videos, maybe do a reaction video or something, and if I do see that they are fake or feel that they're fake, um, yeah, I'll let you guys know. Right now, it's just too soon for me to tell, and I can't go based off what other people have said, other debunkers and things like that, because that's just not fair. But again, and I'm not really a debunker. I don't go looking for like if did somebody mask something here? Do they have a fishing wire here? Are they you do they have their walkie-talkie in their pocket and they're pushing it for the REM pod to go off? Like, I don't get that technical. I just look for lies and inconsistencies and things that were said. That's about it. Is it a debunk? Yeah, it's a debunk. But again, I'm not into the checking everything. Oh, that was fake. Let me check into it real quick. No, I'm not about that. That's just too much work. Too much work. We'll let the other people do that. So, but again, I did enjoy their video. I enjoyed their investigation. Some of the things that happened to them at Stone Mansion, some of the feelings that they got, we also experienced those feelings. There were three of us, myself, my partner, Christina, and our good friend, Liz. So we did have, well, I had a moment to where I had a really bad headache as we were going through one of the doors into the living room, and I had to go back outside, take some ibuprofen, and it just was like, wow, what the hell? So I don't know if it's a headache from the house or it's a headache from the drive because it was a couple-hour drive. But we did feel some of the things that they felt, and definitely heard the tapping and the thumping and again discredited all of that because there are animals in the wall. I know you didn't see their tap in the thumps that they heard because I didn't play their whole video. So go watch their whole video. I put the link in the description and check them out. Tell them in the comments, hey, Bad to the Bone Paranormal sent you. So yeah, pretty interesting. I did have a good time watching them, so I will watch them again. Definitely. There, we did hear a lot of tapping, like Twin Paranormal says, and a lot of knocking. But during our debunking, we realized that there are animals in the walls. So if you go to Stone Mansion, you'll notice there's a lot of holes in the walls. They're fixing the place up, and there's just holes everywhere. So we also heard a lot of tapping and knocking and strange stuff while we were down in the basement. We heard it above us. So, of course, we debunk on the spot. We hear it, we go up, we chase it, we can't hear it no more. Well, at one point, we were sitting in the break room right off of the kitchen, and we looked at the wall and we seen a mouse go in one hole, into another hole, and then up into the wall. So at that point, we discredited any knocks or any tapping that we heard because if there's a mouse in the wall, most likely there was probably other creatures in the mall too, in the wall too. So I think Twin Paranormal did a good job in an investigation. They definitely had me cracking up. They are very funny. And yeah, so that's my video. It's a little bit different than my normal stuff because I'm either posting an investigation or posting about the toe tapper. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. I am back. I am going to start doing videos again. I've started another page. It's going to have nothing to do with paranormal. But I am going to be posting here at least every other week. And as I get better, every week. So I have a lot of ideas coming up. I will also be getting back to my podcast really soon here after the first of the year, and we'll start doing podcasts and interviewing some pretty interesting people. It's not going to just be people who ghost hunt. It's going to be people who understand the word paranormal. Paranormal is the unknown. So we're going to do a little more than just talking to people who ghost hunt or are paranormal investigators. I don't know how the hell to say that. Sometimes we ghost hunt. I consider ghost hunting is when somebody tells me about the haunting there. And then I consider a paranormal investigation when I don't want to know about the haunting. I don't know anything. And I go in there and I investigate and I try to bring out and see what we can capture. So, yeah. Anyway, I totally forgot what I was saying that made me say that. But, oh, yeah, you guys wanted to see one of my Christmas gifts, right? Okay, here we go. So my girlfriend and my stepson got me this. Yes, it's a Ouija board. And Mom, if you're watching, don't worry. I'll be okay. I love it. They couldn't have bought me a better gift. I've wanted a Ouija board for a long time. Not to use because I don't believe in them. It's just a board game, but to use at a haunted location with a couple experiments that I want to try with the board. So look forward to that in 2025. Other than that, I am probably out of here. So if you guys want to see any videos, you have anyone else you want me to take a look at, just inbox me. Just send me an email or put it in a comment. Just find a way to tell me, and I'll get to that. Most people email me and say, "Hey, Angelina, can you check this out?" Da, 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 da. So if just email me if you want to see me do something on somebody or a reaction video, whatever you want. I don't know. I'm getting tired right now, so I'm gonna get the fuck up out of here. So anyway, happy Christmas Eve and a Merry Christmas to everybody. And I love you all, my paranormal soldiers, and I am out. Love, peace, and hair grease, my babies.
I feel nauseous, believe me. Never had a lot of shit come easy. Had to work hard, struggle just to be me. Had to rise up just so they could see me. Did what I had to do just to feed me. And what was left over I put towards my dreaming. But the only thing in life that has meaning are the things you gotta work for, believe me. Take into your hands a plan, your own hands can land your own brand. And damn, I feel like no one takes accountability. They want the credibility, convincingly unwilling to put in the fucking hours it takes to get some power. Don't be fucking sour, take a cold shower. Scream until you're louder, work until you're prouder. And fuck all the doubters, they're just fucking downers. I swear to God they all let me down. I always fought just to wear the crown. I'm pissed off at these fucking clowns who we're all taught they deserve an ounce. It's only worth it if you work for it. It's only worth it if you work for it. I won't stop till they hear me now. I won't stop till I wear the crown.